Hello all, Marty here with Warehouse and Operations as a Career. We've all gone through another great week. I'm sure we've dealt with or fought and won, or I hope we won, those little negative human nature urges that creep up in us and struggled through the long hours, the productivity needs, and maybe those error reports we dread each shift. You know, they're all normal in our industry. It's gonna happen every week. We have a couple of topics I want to get to today, but I wanted to talk about a word that managers are cautioned against ever using, or at least communicating out loud. I know when I became a lead, my vice president told me never to mention the word attitude when I was coaching or counseling a coworker. Now, we are all individuals, and I think we have the right to think and believe what we want, so it made a little sense to me, and I don't believe I've ever questioned another person's attitude in any form or fashion. Through the years, I have questioned mine, though, and I try to question it or work with it daily. This week in particular, I caught myself, on more than a few occasions, almost letting that human nature curse alter my thinking process. I'm an avid believer that we will have the kind of day we tell ourselves we're going to. I'm an early riser, always have been. Whether I'm working days or nights, I'm up at least 3 or 4 hours before my shift starts. Even on the weekend, which is a curse, I'm up and ready for the day just like any other work day. The first thing I do every morning is thank the higher power for waking me up. Now, I'm a bit mature, getting older, some would say. You know, the knees and joints creak a little in the mornings, and I need some time warming up all the organs, the muscles, and the mind. In other words, I start out each day with a positive thought. Maybe a great memory or a cup of coffee out on the patio on a real nice day. Even looking out the window can slow down my mind and make us smile a little bit. You know, smiling, even if it's just us, can make a positive thought appear within ourselves. Imagine how much we're helping others sometimes with a happy attitude. That kind of stuff is contagious, infectious even. It's kind of like a yawn. Everyone that sees it is going to experience it. And I've found that a good, positive attitude is not only good for our souls, but it is great for our careers too. When presented with a problem, being the one that focuses more on a solution, the one that doesn't join into the mob mentality, the human nature curse. Being that person that is not going to allow one issue, an issue that will actually not be remembered this time next year in any form or fashion, something that is not going to change the course of history in any way to bother them. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a confident person, a leader, a thinker. I believe it's a person that has both feet planted firmly on the ground, has a plan, and is going to accomplish their goals. A glass is always half full kind of person. And you know, I strive to be that person. I've found that great things happen when I'm presenting a positive attitude. Others around me seem to have a positive attitude, and great things happen to me when I like my attitude. Well, there you go, Mr. Dacus. I've used the word attitude 7 times in 3 minutes and didn't offend anyone. Now, of course, we should never hold an attitude against anyone, but maybe we can make their workday a little better with ours. Well, there's our opinion for the day. So let's talk about something to do with operations. Where's my bullet points or talking sheet for today? I walked a production facility earlier this week with a new manager. He's been in the business for, about a month, I guess. And we got to talking with a production supervisor about one of the products that they made there. A couple of days later, the young manager I was with saw an advertisement for that very same product. Thought it'd be kind of neat to have one. After all, he just seen them making it, so he ordered it online. He was told it would arrive in 7 to 14 days, which is really kind of normal, but it struck him as odd. He knew they were manufactured in his hometown and was shipping only like 30 miles to his house. Welcome to the new world of third-party shipping. Being in the business, when I'm ordering something from an ad on social media or sometimes even Amazon, I always find the .com address for the company and go straight to their website. Take the example with the manager earlier. The product is made in Dallas, Texas. Their corporate headquarters is in California. The ad on social media stated in stock and ships from Dallas. So naturally, he assumed he'd have it in about 3 days. When he placed his order with the third party, they then placed an order for the product under their name and used his shipping address. Now, the manufacturing company fills their orders as well, and I'd imagine that those orders are processed a bit quicker. They have an internal process, probably some kind of automated system. You place an order, it's entered, selected, shipped, and done. Whereas a third-party vendor may have to send payment. Then the payment's going to have to be confirmed, and an order will then be created, where it will be sent to the warehouse, pulled, fulfilled, packed, and shipped under another name and branding. It's probably just an entirely different process. Hence the additional days, and maybe an additional cost also. And another type of third-party distribution is where a manufacturer will contract with an off-site distributor that can warehouse all their products and take care of the distribution end. Kind of a turnkey system for them. And these are pretty cool because you can purchase a plan for just what you want them to do. They can pick up your finished product, provide storage, maintain your website, take care of all your shipping needs directly, or even facilitate any third or fourth party partners that you may already have. They can even handle your returns and repackaging. One of the great things about these companies is you can pick what services you'd like them to do and what you want to pay for. Third and fourth party distributors are a win-win in my book. And for us as employees, they can be a win as well. In many instances, since they are working with many different brands and products and with varied services being performed, I've seen a facility be able to maintain several different shifts. Maybe part-time schedules or flex workday options even. These can make the perfect second job or school schedule options for us. I think one of the best things about third-party or redistribution facilities is that they are a good training option too. They typically won't be based on a pure productivity model since as an employee we may be performing several different tasks. Anything from receiving to shipping, order selecting to put away to sanitation may be assigned to us, so we could have the opportunity to get some great equipment experience while working with them. I think we should point out and recognize that with some facilities, the work could be seasonal or dependent on imported product coming in, so our work schedules could be interrupted from time to time. And I'd always research what kind of growth potential we have with them. I always want to ensure myself that I can grow within the company and that they tried to promote talent from within whenever possible. Another thing that came up during our walkthrough was LTL trailers. This facility had a few parcel service trailers staged at the doors, and he heard that term from one of the receivers. Less than trailer load is really a little different than that, though. LTL carriers will come by and pick up your smaller orders. The ones that are too big to really ship by a true parcel service. Something like over 150 pounds. Sometimes you could even have like 3 or 4 pallets or 2,000, 3,000 pounds that needed to ship. They'll pick it up and carry it to their transfer dock and send it out for distribution routes. Another type of transportation services that deals in smaller quantities or weights are hotshot services. Sometimes those can be called on-demand services. They'll come by, pick up a load, and take it immediately to its final destination for you. So let's go back to our example from above real quick. It was a small package, something that just needed to be selected and packed. It would have been a parcel package, probably with a 3 to 5 day ground postage. One of the neat things about parcel services, they can provide overnight, next day, 1 or 2 day services as well. I know I'm pretty picky about LTL carriers that I use. All these industries are based on customer service, really. Over the last couple of weeks, we've learned how just about every job in the world can relate to customer service in one way or another. Us as unloaders provide good service to our customer, the pallet runner and receiver. And as a forklift driver, we service our order selectors and merchandisers. If we're in the sanitation departments, we make sure everyone has a clean workstation. I believe every job, every industry, and every field have a customer service component to it. So we're back where we started today. As customer service agents, we need a positive attitude. We must enjoy what we do. I'll even throw in that we should have a passion for our task and positions. If you've ever called your cellular provider or a cable or internet provider and was lucky enough to get an agent with an upbeat and positive can-do attitude, weren't you much happier with them versus the agent that seemed like it was a chore to listen to you, like they hated their jobs? And have you ever seen a celebrity or a successful personality on a talk show that wasn't bubbling with enthusiasm about whatever they were talking about? Oh, and then we have the salesman or saleswoman. You'll never see a salesperson presenting a poor attitude. You know, success in any industry and a good life is about us being happy and seeing the good. What's not good, it's up to us to make good and do it with a positive attitude. Well, yes, I strayed and stayed off topic today, but hey, I'm happy I did. Until next week, let's all practice a week of smiles, a week of positivity, and meet every challenge with a solution. And be safe doing it.